What a wonderful evening, dear listeners. It's me again, Alexian, the storyteller and magician, and your good friend. I hope we have become true friends after all the past adventures we've experienced together. But if you're here for the first time, I believe we will become friends. I am delighted to welcome you to my library of wonders. Today, I will tell you a story about courage, ingenuity, and the power of kindness. This is the story of a young man named Aladdin and his incredible adventures with a magic lamp. But remember, this is no ordinary library, and my story will come to life as if by magic. Let's take my magical compass, which will open the path to this tale, and embark on this exciting journey together. In a distant hot land where desert sands meet oases, deep within an enchanted cave, there was an unusual lamp. This lamp was not ordinary. It contained a powerful and ancient force. But to possess this lamp, one needed a pure heart and a bright soul. An evil sorcerer, whose heart was as black as night, had long dreamed of obtaining this lamp. He knew he could not enter the cave himself, for his malice and deceit would not allow him to approach the treasure. One day, while studying ancient scrolls, the sorcerer learned that only a person with a pure heart could enter the cave and retrieve the lamp. He began searching for such a person and soon learned of a young man named Aladdin, who lived in a poor family but had a kind heart and a dreamy soul. The sorcerer decided to win Aladdin's trust. He began sending him gifts, beautiful fabrics, sweets, and toys, hoping to endear the young man to him. And when the time came, the sorcerer appeared to him, pretending to be his long-lost uncle. He told Aladdin about the great wealth awaiting him in the cave, and offered to take the young man on a journey. When they reached the cave, the sorcerer said, "Inside this cave is a magic lamp. Bring it to me, and all the treasures will be yours." Aladdin entered the cave and found the lamp. But when he emerged, he saw that his uncle was no longer friendly. The sorcerer, laughing, revealed his true nature, and drawing a sword, attempted to strike Aladdin, shouting that he was not his uncle, but an evil sorcerer. In shock, Aladdin stumbled back and found himself once again in the enchanted cave where the sorcerer could not reach him. The cave closed behind him, leaving the sorcerer outside, powerless and enraged. Inside the cave, in despair and not knowing what to do, Aladdin rubbed the lamp to better examine what the sorcerer so desired, and from it emerged a powerful genie. "I am your servant, O master of the lamp," said the genie. "Your wishes are my commands." After they escaped, Aladdin wanted to learn more about the genie. He asked about his story, and the genie, surprised by such interest, began his tale. "Long ago, in the age of great kingdoms and magic, I was a free spirit traveling the world," the genie began. "I helped people, bringing them joy and fulfilling their good wishes. But one day, I met a powerful sorcerer who envied my freedom and power. He decided to subdue me to his will. With the help of dark magic, the sorcerer trapped me in this lamp, making me a slave to whoever possesses it. Since then, I have been forced to fulfill the wishes of anyone who holds the lamp. None of the previous masters ever cared about my story, and I remained a prisoner dreaming of freedom." Aladdin, touched by the genie's sad story, felt compassion for him. He realized that the genie was not just a magical being, but a friend in need of help. Aladdin promised that one day he would find a way to free the genie from his bonds, and they became true friends. With the genie's help, Aladdin and his mother began to live in prosperity. But the real adventures began when Aladdin one day saw the beautiful Princess Jasmine walking in the palace garden. Her beauty and grace captivated his heart at first sight. Aladdin knew she was the Sultan's daughter, and to win her heart, he needed to become more than just a poor young man. With the genie's help, he transformed into a wealthy prince to win her heart. He organized a magnificent parade to impress the princess and her father. Princess Jasmine was charmed by his kindness and bravery, and soon mutual feelings arose between them. However, the evil sorcerer, the very false uncle of Aladdin, did not abandon his plans. He stole the lamp and commanded the genie to transport Aladdin's palace to a distant desert. But Aladdin did not give up. He embarked on a dangerous journey to reclaim his love and the lamp. With his wit, Aladdin managed to outsmart the sorcerer and retrieve the lamp. He freed the genie, wishing him freedom, and returned to Princess Jasmine. Together, they lived happily ever after, and their story became a legend. And so, our tale comes to an end. It's time to activate the compass and return to the Library of Wonders. But before we say goodbye, I want to ask you a few questions. In what situations in your life could you show the same ingenuity and courage as Aladdin? Why is it important to remain kind and generous even when you have power, like Aladdin with the genie? What qualities of Aladdin would you like to develop in yourself to become better and help others? Thank you for joining me on this magical journey. I hope you enjoyed this captivating story as much as I did. Until we meet again, my dear listeners, I eagerly await our next adventure.